Good day, all. Today I'm going to teach you a lesson from your Flamingo textbook, Lesson 5 Indigo by Louis Fisher. Now, this particular lesson deals with our independence time. Every one of us know Mahatma Gandhi, Rajendra Prasad, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Jawaharlal Nehru, many more. But we don't know many unsung heroes who have actually initiated these people to fight for our country. One such unsung hero is Rajkumar Shukla, a poor peasant in Champaran. Champaran is a district in Bihar. Now, have you ever heard of the crop indigo and why is it used for? Indigo is a blue dye which is usually used in the production of denim jeans. And Germany and the British people used to produce synthetic indigo and not the original ones. And India was famous for that. Now, the British people who had already conquered our country and they were harassing all the people out there never ever left the farmers too. They were crazy about this indigo and they wanted to have the full of it. Now, they used to harass these particular farmers to grow in their particular land 15% of the indigo crops and used to take away everything, leaving the poor farmers left with nothing. Rajkumar Shukla was very sad about this. He wanted to fight for them, but he could not do it alone because he was poor himself. He decided to meet Mahatma Gandhi, whom he knew that he would do this for him. Mahatma Gandhi was already famous for his non-violent way of fighting and his immense way of talking as a lawyer. Rajkumar Shukla used to go and sit outside Gandhiji's office almost every day just to have a glimpse of him. Because Mahatma Gandhi was already very busy with his prior engagements and he never had time to meet Rajkumar Shukla. But Rajkumar Shukla never ever left that particular place till he met Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi ji at the annual convention of Indian National Congress in 1916, he was so busy and he came to know that there was a poor peasant Rajkumar Shukla who wanted to meet him. But due to his constraints, he could not meet him the very day. He was impressed by the patience of Rajkumar Shukla and finally met him. Rajkumar Shukla started to tell the problems of the peasants, how the landlords even asked for compensation to fight for them. Even they demanded 15% of the indigo share. Mahatma Gandhi got agitated, angry when he came to know that all the lawyers tried to charge heavy fees on these peasants when they went and pleaded them to fight for them. As you all know, Mahatma Gandhi ji was already a lawyer himself. He took up the case. He went and fought for the peasants. Gandhi ji arrived at Champaran. He wanted to meet the secretary of British Landlords Association, who refused to meet Mahatma Gandhi. Then he tried to meet the commissioner of Tirut. He was even bullied and ordered to leave Champaran. The British people they even told Mahatma Gandhi that he'll be put behind bars if he fights for these peasants. And as you all know, he disobeyed the notice to leave Champaran Satyagraha. He was again summoned to appear in the court. Mahatma Gandhi, along with Rajendra Prasad, worked hard and kept awake whole night to fight for these poor peasants. He wired full report to the viceroy. He told whatever happened. The poor peasants who were afraid of the British people got some support from Gandhiji. They all gathered in large numbers by staging demonstration and protest against the treatment being given to Gandhiji also. Now Gandhiji proved that British power was no longer unchallengeable. He showed the British people that even peasants can fight against them. The authorities got afraid and they decided to postpone the case. Gandhiji was put behind bars. And when the judge came to know this, they released Gandhiji without bail. He motivated the lawyers to stand up and support the peasants. Gandhiji made all the lawyers to follow him to the jail. The lawyers, when they knew that Gandhiji was inside the jail, they all said that we also will go and support him, because of which he was released without a bail. Now the first triumph of civil disobedience. The lieutenant governor who had actually put a case against Gandhiji did not understand then from where did these peasants get so much of power to fight against the British people. He decided to drop the case against Gandhiji. He was summoned by the lieutenant governor Sir Edward Gate. Gandhiji now planned for civil disobedience. What is civil disobedience? All the children who are learning civics should be knowing this. Yes? Civil disobedience. The rules and regulations put by the government is not followed because they were against the people's freedom. Yes, they were actually harassed by the British people. Gandhiji taught the peasants to go against them. The Commission of Inquiry instituted by the governor, they wanted to know why all this was happening. Gandhiji produced evidence against the landlords who were harassing the peasants. Gandhiji agreed for 25% refund as was agreed by the landlords. Now you might be thinking, these 15% was already more. Now why was they asking for 25% and why did Gandhiji agree for it? Gandhiji wanted to initiate bravery inside these peasants to fight. 25% was only the share or the tax given for using that particular land, like we pay taxes, right? Indigo sharecropping was abandoned. No more sharing done. Yes, the land was completely given to the peasants. They will not go and grow these particular indigo crops in any of the landlord's place or any of the British people's place. They will do it in their own land and they will be paying only the tax of 25% to the government. Gandhiji aimed to improve social and cultural status of Champaran with the help of many volunteers. He also aimed at improving their health. He taught Indians to be self-reliant and independent. He actually made them to be clean, neat, and also to be brave. When your body is clean, automatically your brain will be clean and you will be able to think clearly and fight for it. The law courts were useless for the fear-stricken peasants, so they had to do something for themselves. Real relief for the peasants was to be free from fear, and that was the main aim for Gandhiji. Getting the land to them just like that, fighting for them, would have been very easy for him with his stature. But he didn't want to do that. He got down to the level of a peasant. He stayed with them. He behaved like a peasant. Many of them actually thought Gandhiji was a peasant. They didn't know he was Mahatma Gandhi. All the peasants thought there was some person who was brave among them who had come up to fight for them. He also made them to stand against injustice of any kind, and he also taught them not to stand behind, but to stand forward and to show that they will not accept any kind of injustice done to them hereafter. He also taught them there is need to fight over own battles and not to depend on someone to come and fight for them. He also taught them in times of adversity, instead of depending on others, you need to fight for yourself. So this particular lesson was the actual initiative for Satyagraha and to fight against the British people for independence. Read the lesson from your textbook to get the minute points to be understood. Stay home, stay safe, and keep reading without wasting time. Thank you. Have a nice day.